everyone, it's Sue. Today we are doing, I actually can't remember what number we're up to. I think it might be number 4 of getting out of your creative rut. So I was inspired by Eva at Bohemian Crafting. She was the other day adding some lace and washi tape to some of her collage printables. And I just thought, what a great idea just to use up some bits and pieces and, just pieces of printables. You could do this on scrapbooking paper as well and create your own textured masterboard, I guess. So I've just grabbed out this little packet from the journal boat that I've printed off. I'm not even 100% sure what's in here. So I thought we'd have a look at that, but it's something again that's pretty mindless, that you can just add a little bit of texture and then you've got a masterboard that you can then cut down to tags or journaling cards, that type of thing. So I'm just having a little bit of a look. These are just stunning. As I said, it's from the journal boat. I will put their details down below. So I want something with a little bit of background, but maybe not as much as that. I'm not really sure. I just saw it and just thought, what a genius idea. So I thought, well, if we sit and have a play, this might be something that will get our creative juices flowing as well. Let's see. Let's start with these two and see what we come up with. So I'm going blind here. I'm just going to have a play. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I grabbed out my spools of lace. Probably if you've got scrappy bits of lace might even be better. Let me just grab another drawer. So I've got a couple of drawers like this, which is really bad, I know, and I need to sort it out and start using some bits and pieces, but it's just offcuts and pieces and I don't know how to store. So I'll just put this beside me as well. And we might start with this tealy coloured one. So I think what I want to do is I want to add a little bit of inking and maybe some splotches on this as well. So I'm going to use a darkroom door stamp that I really love. This one here, layered handwriting. And I'm just going to ink up, maybe just using some of the vintage photo. I'm not putting it on a block because I don't want it like a big block of it. So I just want to go through, and this might be a good idea to put a layer or something on your mat. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Let me just make sure I haven't made too much of a mess of the filming. Okay, sorry about that. I'm not sure which way this goes up. Maybe if I put my glasses on, that might actually help. I think it really matters too much. My mat's pretty messy anyway, but I will just pop this backing sheet down and I'm just going to randomly stamp some of this script. So it's just going to add layers to this beautiful printable. I mean, the printable is just stunning on its own. So really, it doesn't need a lot of anything, but we're just going to try and create something a little bit different by just playing and just using what we've got in our stash. I'm just going to put down some, just to get rid of that ink off the stamp. So we've got another layer there. And then I'm thinking that maybe I would like to add some splotches. So let's go with maybe some gold, and I've just got this cheapo palette from Kmart. I just loved the metallic, and I'm loving, I've been playing around with this gold here, so I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to just splotch some gold over it, and we can come back over again after with more if we want to. So, I mean, we could even leave that there. So this is just a matter of playing, just trying to get in our creative space and getting out of that rut. So it's just a matter of just getting in there, even if it's just tidying up a little bit in your space, or just having a play with some of the supplies that you already have. I just want some, well, didn't particularly want anything that big, but anyway, that's there. So that's, I mean, we've changed the look of that printable, which, as I said, was a beautiful printable to start with, but that's just given it another little bit of dimension. Isn't that beautiful? Gold just makes me so happy. So we could even leave that there. We could prep a few like that, and then you can use them as bases for tags. So just as something a little bit more than what was already that is dry for the most part. So then I think I'm just going to grab maybe some little bits of lace. I've grabbed some, I don't know, as I said in a previous video, I'm trying to use up some of my washi tapes. I've got so many, it's ridiculous, and they're all just sitting there, and half of them have gone off and they tear really funny. So I'm just going to try and use up some of that. Now, I love pastel colors, so I think I'm going to use some of this. And there's a bit of script there as well. You see, some of these aren't even open. Okay, so let's just start with these two. Now, we're just going to tear off a piece and try not to crumple it too much, and just tear, just so that there's not necessarily a straight edge. When you don't want it to tear, it tears, and then when you want to tear it, it won't. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add this onto this sheet. Now, I just need some glue stick, because washi tape, especially if it's been sitting as long as mine has, won't always stick very well. So this is just going to make sure that it stays stuck down. And I'm going to try not to think about it too much, and I'm just going to place it down in a few areas on this background paper. So I will just fasten the video up and go ahead and do that. I've just added a few random pieces of washi tape. We could always go back in and add more. So what I'm going to do now is grab some of my lace. And you probably don't particularly want really thick lace. What I've just grabbed is a little bit of tulle. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use it. I'm going to be sewing on this as well. Not sure I'm loving that. So basically where I've added washi tape, I'm thinking I want to add some lace. So I quite like that more so than the tulle. So I'm going to do that. I might do that and then maybe see if I can find a different lace to go on the script bits. So I think I like that, and I'm going to sew these down. So we might just put a little bit dab of glue just to hold them in place. And putting it onto the straight edge, just so that we can see that torn edge there. Let me see what other lace I have. It's quite heavy lace, the crocheted lace. I was looking for some of my polyester lace, but once again, because I need it, I can't find it. So I'm going to just make do with what I have. So, as I said, I'm going to sew these. Excuse me. If you don't have a sewing machine, you don't have to sew them at all. Just make sure that they're glued down really well. If you don't have washi tape, you could use torn bits of paper for here. So, I mean, I probably could have had, oh, there's some there, like something here as well, but we're just going to run with this. And I guess what I'm trying to do is not overthink the whole process. I think that's why sometimes I get myself in a bit of a state with creating, is because I overthink things. I mean, yeah, it's just about playing and having fun and creating something. This is something that we can do, but we can also build on this when we get to using it. All right, I am going to go and quickly sew that, and I'll be back. I have sewn that, so you can see that where the page, excuse me, you can see the page is building with different layers and different textures. Oh, and it's just opened up my mind to all these different things that you can add to it. And as I said, I'm not taking away from the printable that it was before. It was absolutely stunning, but we've just created something a little bit different with it. And as you can see from the back here, I've used a combination of zigzag and straight. I haven't thought about it. I've just changed the thread as I felt like it. Sorry, changed the stitch as I felt like it. And we've got the makings of a beautiful background. I just wish I had have put something there. I still could, but I'm going to leave it for today. And then we will cut that. We can cut that into journaling cards. So what have we got? We've got something that measures, so 11 3/4. We can go 3, you could cut it at 3 1/4. Let's do that. So I'm just not sure how the guillotine will go through that lace. So what I'm going to do is use a metal ruler and a blade, which I am hopeless at using, but we'll do it. And find it. So let's cut it at 3 1/4. So I'm just using my mat here just to get an approximate measurement. Now this isn't going to be perfect either. So we're just going to cut this down. What you can do is, if it's not cutting through that lace, just give it a little bit of a go, and then just use your scissors. Okay, so out of this we're not going to get much different collage, but so this one's measuring 8 1/4. So we could even make this like a smaller little journaling card. Let's go there. And then we've got a larger tag there, so we can just finish off the corners and then we can decorate that. So just from playing around, we've just added an element without even thinking too much about where those elements are going to sit. So I'm going to cut this again, this piece here, about 3 1/4. Approximately. And I'm going to just skip over where that lace is, and I'll come back in with my scissors. I've cut that really crooked, but we can just trim that up. So once again, we could even, let's do this. We can go here, and in this piece we're going to have just this tiny little bit of lace, which is fine. I'm sorry, I'm not even sure if I'm on camera now. So we've just got a tiny little bit of lace and washi tape there, but that's okay. You know, it's a gorgeous little journaling card on its own, even though it is a little bit crooked. But you can go back with your cutter and trim all these edges up if you like. And that's a gorgeous tag, even on its own. Back it with some coffee dye paper, you've got a gorgeous tag there. And then this one we've got, what have we got left? We've got 5 1/4. So let's make a couple of larger journaling cards here. So we've got 8 1/4. So let's cut one at 4. Cut one at 4 inches. And you've got a larger journaling card there. You can have it whichever way you want it to go. And you can decorate that however you wish. And then another larger journaling card as well. So that was a lot of fun, so much fun. I'm going to go and think about it a little bit more and have a look at some of my scrapbooking papers maybe that I've got that I don't particularly love, that I can maybe change a bit and add some lace and some washi tape. And I mean, that's not how that all fits, but you get the idea. So that's how the page, I think, looked. something like that. So that's your A4 page, and then we've just gone and cut it down, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 elements for our journals, and it took basically no time, and just used up a little bit of lace and some washi tape. So I don't know, what do you think? I think I love it, and I'm going to go and have a look through my scrapbooking papers and some of my printables that I don't particularly love, and then I'm going to just add some different elements to it and just change the whole look of them. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're getting something out of this little series that I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. It has inspired me so much already. I've been in my craft space and I'm been excited about creating again, which is really great. And I hope it does the same for you. All right. Until next time, guys, take care. And I hope you get a little bit of creating time in. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.